All right, guys. So what we're gonna watch, this lady is out of control. She teaches women how to dominate a man the feminine way. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, guys need to learn this. The shit that she's saying can be applied as us as guys that benefit more than the women she's trying to help. So let's watch this, man. I'm telling you, man, give it a try. Even though it's a dominatrix, she spitting some facts better than some male dating coaches out there. Let's begin. Okay, so this goes for both genders. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org and check our Patreon for more content. We're posting a lot there, people. We're posting stuff there that we shouldn't post here. So check us out on Patreon for $5 a month. That's like our second channel. So yeah, let's begin with the video. Let's see. And by the way, man, she looks darker there. She looks eviler. And we're dressed the same. What the fuck? We're dressed the same. Ah, Lord have mercy. Okay, sorry. This is not on volume. I'm very suspicious of women who have that energy. I'm not like dom energy. Like I think I dated a girl that was a dom, and I really remember she just ghosted me, and she looked so mysterious to me. But thinking back, she was a dom. Like I remember she was a fucking dom. But because I was young, I didn't know about those kinky people, and I didn't know their personality type. I met her on OkCupid, and I just didn't know. But her coldness makes sense, and I could promise you that coldness attracts a lot of guys. But the problem is that women like her, and I say this with compassion. I don't say this as a way to be condescending towards her. I don't want her to do any witchcraft. People like that, a lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of the times, they struggle making connections emotionally. Let's begin with. All right, people. We had a fast forward because some of the shit she was saying was disturbing me, so we had to delete that part.
So embarrassed, so I cannot even tame my dog. Were eliminated. So
that's what she does with people.
I know that it's a very popular opinion in the community that daddy has no gender. Okay, then go to your mom and call her daddy and look at her reaction.
Daddy has no gender?
Well, for me, it definitely has a gender because it brings the image behind it. And what kind of image do I get? Probably someone who was raised just by my mom, a daddy. It's someone who is unreliable, who would betray you, who would beat your mom, which is the opposite of dominance. And again, I'm not telling you what to do yet. I'm just sharing my humble opinion about what femdom is and what it should be. Again, how I perceive it. And for me, since it's a femdom, there are just purely feminine ways to dominate. I mean, if you just look closely at male domination and female domination, they are not like the mirror of each other. They are different. Okay, I will stop complaining and I will get into my constructive mode and I will tell you about some feminine ways to dominate. And the first thing that comes to my mind is tease and denial. And I'm not talking just about the way a man can tease your genitals, you know? Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about seducing. Seduction is such a powerful theme that
in The Art of Seduction, there's a chapter about creating temptation. And in that chapter, he talks about how to create a temptation, you got to dangle it in front of them, but restrict them. That's a form of feminine domination, which makes a lot of sense. In fact, in The Art of Seduction, the best dominations is usually the feminine way of doing it, which is kind of beautiful, right?
That only a woman can use. I mean, obviously, yes, again, you can do whatever you want, and I would love to see a man who can seduce, not another man, but a woman. How does your...
you can tell she's a dom by the way she's sitting like that. Like, you gotta sit like that. You gotta look like that.
Seduction work? And the reason why it works differently, woman. How does your seduction work? And the reason why it works differently on men and women is, how does your seduction work? And the reason why it works differently on men and women is because we have different needs. Well, I would say the females are more about
The boats.
having some particular emotions in the sense of safety. This is what we are looking for, not just to be sexually aroused, even if it can be the part of it. But it's so much easier to seduce a man because men have two heads and they can think with one of them.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie, right? In the early days, all you got to do is show a scary person, and people are scared. As as we get used to scary movies. Now you got to use psychological horror, right? It's kind of like that with women. You have to almost tell a story. With guys, just show them something, right? And that's why practicing the feminine way of domination is way more sophisticated because it has nothing to do with the visual and more to do with the psychological.
Them only. The next thing, goddess worship and blasphemy. Well, since all modern religions are also penis centered for a lot of submissive men, it's a very new experience to worship goddess. Goddess energy is very different from god energy. You don't have to have a
¿Eh?
beard and big
Un
balls
segundo.
in order to get a submissive on his knees and pray to you. And my favorite, Fiendom,
All right, let's continue.
is such a feminine way to dominate men. I mean, can you imagine a man who takes women's money? Like Tinder swindler.
That's a pimp. That's a pimp, right? But also it's a when a very rich woman like Samantha Priestley from some Sex and the City, kind of like that, right? Like those guys would take money from the woman. That's I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck. That's cheesy as shit, dude. Like any guy that takes money from a woman for some reason, I can't respect that guy.
Like, is it sexy? No, not at all. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not.
maybe some men would be like, oh yeah, good job. But for women, there is nothing sexy about it. That's devastating. And then at the end, he would just seem miserable. But with women, it's completely different. For women, it means sexuality plus brain. She's like a snake, she's like a fox. So she's smarter than you. She gets what she wants, right? Because when a man does this, he is a piece of shit. Seriously, because
She knows. She knows. I don't watch these videos before I react to them.
he plays with your feelings. Can you see the difference of how men seduce women? Again, I've just talked about it. Yeah, they get on the emotional level. While a woman gets whatever she wants, she takes all your money and just disappears. And that is sexy, especially if you're into findom. But the way she takes your money, it is, you can compare it that she drains your wallet instead of your testicles. So you are still drained. She took something from you. And that is extremely sexy. One more thing.
That is a twisted way of seeing me getting robbed, bro. I don't give a fuck, yo. Like, yo, that is a weird way to describe you getting finessed. Holy shit. But you know what? I see that. I get it. For the guys, I could kind of see that, right? I could kind of see that. You know, like you kind of, but I would have never guessed that was a kink though. So being robbed is a kink. Hey man, I imagine that's a rich person thing. Like,
Food fetish. I mean, obviously, you can worship feet of your dominant man. Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want. But nothing can be compared to a female soul, toes, like all this pedicure. This is this is a complete
that's enough, people. All right, man. We're gonna finish with this one. Yeah, man. I feel like this is deja vu. I'm not even gonna lie. This is weird. Anyways, man. Let me know what you guys think of this lady. This girl is out of control, man. But what I liked about it was the feminine way of seducing is pretty much teasing, right? Turning them on and backing away. I agree with that. I agree with that, and I think it's feminine because guys don't have the patience to do that. And as a guy, if you want to do that, you have to develop patience, which means self control, controlling your dick, right? When you're able to control your dick, you have access to the feminine way of seducing. And with women, the way you seduce as a man is to tease them, like literally. And the way you tease people is talking about the future pleasures you guys can have, right? Yeah, I totally see that, man. I like it. I'm gonna react to a few of them. I'm gonna react to. Let me see. This is one right here. How to talk like a dom. That'll be interesting. We should watch that next. Okay. Anyways, man, you guys be safe. All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at 238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.